I wanted a refrigerator that would get really cold, was black and had more room than one with a freezer which I knew I would rarely use. So, based on the good reviews, I purchased this Danby DAR195BL 1.8 cu.ft. All refrigerator, black. This compact fridge is very nice. I wanted to mostly use it for drinks and some lunch stuff/snacks and quick meal items like a carton of eggs, salad dressings and cheeses/luncheon meats, maybe a loaf of bread. They went in with room to spare. The slots for soda/beer cans and my once-a-day 9.5 ounces bottles of iced Starbucks Frappuccino are nice. Everything slid in perfectly. Plus it fits a 2-liter bottle of soda in the door or a quart of milk and a quart of orange juice. Nice 11 depth on the top 2 shelves, but items can overhang by another 2, so ideal for leftovers or takeout. Only the bottom shelf is shorter, about 6.5 deep. But so far great. And when you get the temperature dial just right and figure out where to put the soda cans so they get a bit of a freeze on them, you get a heavenly cold drink on a hot day. Although you can't tell from the pictures, the top of the fridge is not just a shiny flat metal top but instead is a scratch-resistant worktop that overhangs the door and has a slight depression to it. This means that if you open a can of soda and accidentally knock it over, the liquid won't run down the sides or into the door crevices but stays on top where you can clean it up easily. At first I wasn't sure I would be happy with those 6 can slots in the door, but soon realized that other things would fit in them too. Right now I have a package of beef and a hot dogs and an onion in the top too, but often I use these for fresh fruit or yogurt cartons. Just to make sure to keep things like fruit at the top if you have the fridge temperature set low or they may freeze. If you don't want to read about all my woes with getting a bad unit, skip down to the update section. So, that's where the good part ended. It was supposed to be quiet according to most reviews. So I waited a few hours before firing it up as was recommended, then plugged it in. To my dismay, when the compressor came on, it was pretty loud. But I shrugged and just thought it needed about 24 hours to cool itself down and figured it would adjust itself. Well, that didn't happen. It sounds like a mini airplane running its engine all night long in my bedroom. I've got it set about midway on the dial. I can even hear it in the living room over the sound of the television. It makes a constant humming sound at a pitch that just can't be ignored. And we have moved it to different locations/positions too, to try to get it to make less noise, but to no avail. The left side also gets very hot while the compressor is running. I love everything about this little fridge, but the noise is driving me crazy. I've turned down the dial to a less cool setting to keep the compressor from coming on as often, but now my drinks aren't nearly as cool and refreshing. It's kind of ironic though, because I read a comment about the Emerson 1.8 cu.ft compact refrigerator, not currently available on Amazon but sold by Target, which is also supposed to be very quiet. That person said his fridge sounded like an airplane overhead. So I'm thinking this is a quality control issue with these type of fridges, or possibly cheap Chinese compressors. Maybe it's just the luck of the draw if you get a quiet or noisy one. At any rate, I'm thinking maybe I got a defective one, because no one has complained of noise like this. I plan to call Amazon and get a replacement. I'm just hoping that I will actually get a quiet one. I really don't mean to discourage anyone from purchasing this unit because I really like it. But I did feel I should point out how noisy mine is, because maybe they are not making them as good as they used to, or maybe they are now being manufactured by another company. Don't really know, just very, very disappointed. Update April 3, 2012. Noise problem resolved. Replacement fridge is great. It's very quiet and is warm, not hot, on the sides when the compressor is running. Did have a wobble but was an easy fix. With the dial set to 3/4, my coffee drinks are freezing cold at the bottom level and the door in the back of lower shelf. Need to do a bit more fiddling with the dial or not? I'm definitely keeping this one. Note, the AC plug is a flat to the wall type, so the cord, measuring 6 feet 3 inches, runs against the wall instead of sticking straight out. This means you can push the